you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you're a new subscriber. So y'all, you guys know I had to come on here and just do this little short video today just because, you know, I've been seeing the shorts all on YouTube and I've been seeing people talking about it. So I figured, well, I might as well just come on here and talk about it because, you know, this may be one of the reasons why Jazzy is allegedly moving. Now, you guys know that she did come on here and she titled this vlog 60-day notice. So I guess she either has 60 days to move out, or that's, you know, or I guess she must be getting evicted. Either way, we have been seeing on these YouTube streets that Jazzy has some roaches going on in her house. Now, you guys know that she did move in this house about a year and a half ago. And people are wondering, like, how does this girl already have roaches and bugs in this house? And she hasn't even lived there for that long. So I'm going to go into a little bit of a backstory on when she had roaches in her last apartment. Now, as you guys know, in her last apartment, she had did a video and it was titled Baby Daddies or Roaches, Why Did I Really Move? Not clickbait. So obviously, I guess she had a very bad roach problem in her last house. Now, there was also some shorts floating around of when, you know, she had them in her last apartment. Now, a lot of people said that when Chris moved in, I guess Chris wasn't falling for the whole bug infestation thing that was going on in her apartment. So she was made to move. So I guess she decided to put this title, Baby Daddy or Roaches, because I guess, you know, Chris was not having it. So I don't know if this was Chris that she was talking about at the time, because Chris was not her baby daddy at the time, but maybe she was currently pregnant at the time, or this was something that had to do with Philip. But basically, she came on there and said that it was multiple places that she moved into where she had a really bad roach problem. So she gets into talking about it, and I'll add this clip in here.
Through my walls, okay? So basically my apartment building, I feel like, was infested, okay? And I guess when I moved in, I don't know how, I guess just little things just directed them to my apartment. So if the kids dropped any little crumb on the floor, it was coming, okay? So it shouldn't be like that, you know. Although kids, you know, they're kids, they babies, they're gonna drop food. I shouldn't have to stress a crumb while they're eating. There's a roach. I'm like, it was just too much, okay? But you know, eventually, within the last 2 months, they started to go away. You know, I kept trying to maintain it just to keep them out. I've never had to deal with that, so I just like was frustrated, because like we moved into our first apartment, that apartment I told y'all about, my brother and Philip handled that shit before we moved in. But just having to maintain it was so stressful. I had to continuously clean. People just kept saying, you're not cleaning. Bitch, I'm cleaning every day. I was so tired, okay? And I couldn't handle it, okay? I just could not handle it. But they did start, you know, like in January.
So basically, she explained that she was having some really bad bug problems in her apartment and that she had to end up moving because she couldn't do it. And I guess Philip at the time was the one who had helped her get all the roaches out of the apartment. So that was some backstory on her, you know, having roaches in her last 2 apartments that she was in. And this was only 2 years ago. As you guys seen in the screenshot of me posting the video, that was only 2 years ago. So how now fast forward to being in this nice house just a year? And I will say nice house as far as in, like, you know, modern appliances and stuff like that. The house is just super, super small to me, but you know, it is what it is. It's a house for those 5 kids, so I'm not gonna, you know, try to knock her and complain. But the fact that now we're going into, now she is just blatantly just filming these videos and having roaches in the background, and she's not trying to edit it out. So here's the 2 clips that she recently posted where people had caught the bugs in the house.
That's why I have that rug right there, so no one get that close to the fireplace. Can you get so sweet, y'all. Ava was like, can I have some? And she let her have some of her perfume. And Amaya actually said, can I have some of yours instead of using mine? I actually got.
So those were a few clips, basically that she posted in a vlog and a live where basically, the bugs had ended up coming out. Now I don't know if this is a clear, infestation in the house, or this is just the start of an infestation. But basically, and people will say, oh well, how do you know if they're roaches? Well, if you do a clear search of, how these bugs are and what they do, and, obviously they're far away, so we're not able to truly see them. But by her buying these roach sprays in multiple lives, she's had roach sprays in videos, she's had roach sprays. Now, she's tried to basically say that this is an ant problem and that's why she was buying the spray. But clearly, it is more than that, because it's self-explanatory when you have, these bugs crawling around in your vlogs and your lives like this. Now, that is also just a clear indicator too that she does not truly look through these vlogs and these lives when she puts them out, or she's on live, or just or she's doing a video. Because clearly, if you did edit and you clip for clip actually were looking at the video that you are editing, then you would see these things. I mean, that was clear as day in the video that was a bug crawling around on the table, but clearly she did not see it. So then you also proceed to see Aiden in the background. He's trying to stomp the roach or whatever it is on the countertop with his hand. And I'm just like, the way this little boy was acting, like, is this a normal thing in the house that, they just see him and they stomp him? Or, how long has this been going on in there? And you guys know, like I said, that, Chris is not having those type problems in the house. So I don't know if this is just the start of bugs in the home, because as you guys know, I mean, if she would have had this problem in the house, I think Chris would have been out of the house. I don't think he would be staying there that long. So it is just a coincidence that now all of a sudden we're seeing these bugs in the vlogs and the lives, and now all of a sudden now she has to up and move. She's getting 60-day notices. So it clearly lines up to where, we know the Chris is over there telling her, like, you know what? I'm not staying here. If y'all want to stay here, that's cool. I'll find somewhere else to go. But if you want me to keep staying here, then you're going to have to get me this 2-story house, or we're going to have to move to another place, because clearly, we're not having that in the house. And y'all know Jazzy. If Chris says, I want this, I want that, she makes it happen within a matter of, weeks, not, months and years like it is with her kids, but literally months to days, she'll make it happen. So a lot of people were also like speculating, like, is she in fact pregnant and they need this big house? That's why she has to move in such a timely manner. But like I said, now that I'm seeing these bugs and these lives and these videos, and she's so pressed on the fact that it's so urgent that they have to move. I don't know if she contacted the landlord and said, she wants to break her lease and she has to go. Now, as you guys also know too, that a couple months back, she did say that she renewed the lease for another year. So clearly something did happen. I don't believe that, nothing did happen. Clearly, the landlord told her that she has to go for some type of reason, or she contacted the landlord and told them that she has to leave and finish her, or leave her lease early because of something that was going on with the house. Now, also, she did say, I think it was a few weeks back, that she was speaking on some plumbing issues that were also going on in the house. There was some electrical issues. So clearly, by her being here for just this year and a half, however long she's been there, clearly she has done some damage to this house to the point to where it's having plumbing issues, because she claims that they were throwing wipes down the toilet that were that weren't thin enough, that were clogging up the toilet. And then they were having electrical issues, and then now they're having bug problems. So clearly she has tore this house up so bad. And that's not even to also include the holes, all the holes in the walls around that house, in the refrigerator, just the dirty carpets, just everything. She has tore this house up so bad. So, I'm not surprised that she is ending up leaving early. Now, I don't know if she has found a place or not. She's not said anything about her and Chris looking for places. She hasn't vlogged anything about it. So I don't know if she's found a place already and she's just waiting for the 60-day notice to be up so she can move in her new house, or if she is trying to scrounge to find a place before they have to be out. 60 days is not that long to find a place, especially nowadays with the housing market and how, renting or buying, it's all the same difficulty to try to find a place to get into. And also, we know that she doesn't have the best of credit, and we do know that Chris does not work. So how she's going to up and find this 2-story house, I don't know. Maybe Cheryl will be co-signing another place for her like she did the last 2 or 3 places. So who knows? But the fact that you are that dirty to where you just have roaches crawling all around the house like that. You got 5 kids in there, especially Legend that crawls on the floor. Now, I don't know if this is, a problem where they're on the floor or, in the kids' rooms. I'm pretty sure they are. But just the simple fact that, it's just, that's so crazy to me, especially when you have a man that sits home all day and he seems to, it seems to be Mr. Clean. He doesn't like no mess, no dirt, no nothing around the house. So if he's like that, then I'm pretty sure, he should also be over there helping her clean the house also. But, I will say that Jazzy at this point says this is becoming a problem that occurs every single time you move to a new place. This is not just, one-time thing where she just had him at one place, and she clearly stated in that video that I recorded and put in here, clearly that place or the few places that she moved into prior that did not have roaches, but she did say that they didn't have them before she came there. After she got there, that's when they came there, and she did blame them on other neighbors and things like that. But I truly do think, sis, that is a doing from you. Clearly, the way she sits up in here and says that she's constantly deep cleaning her house and she's doing this and she's doing that, sis, no, you're not. Clearly, you're not. If this is a common problem every time you move to a new place, and especially that nice neighborhood. I mean, I would think it. Do they travel to other people's homes next door? Like, I would be scared to be living next to somebody like Jazzy, because clearly, sis just, the same way she said she got him from her neighbors, I'm sure that her neighbors are saying the same thing. I'm sure once she leaves out of this neighborhood, her neighbors will be so, so happy that they don't have to deal with all this stuff that, I'm pretty sure they have to deal with, like the kids screaming outside or her being dirty or, them just acting so ghetto, sitting out front, just, doing a whole bunch of just a lot. Like, you don't ever see any of the other neighbors doing the stuff that this girl does. So I really do hope that none of these, other people in the neighborhood get this same problem because of her. Like I said, I don't know how the whole thing works, but with the whole bug situation, especially if you do have a roach infestation. But either way, sis, yeah, you have 5 kids up in there. You need to be figuring something out. Homie's home from work all day. He should be helping out. There should be no excuse why it's 2 able-bodied adults in there and you are going through something like that with 5 kids in there. Especially even if you have to ask Caitlin to help you clean. I mean, she's 10 years old now. She just turned 10. It's like, clearly, she doesn't want to get up. She doesn't want to do anything. So, which that shouldn't be Kaylin's problem just because, her mother decides to, sleep while she's at school all day. But either way, I truly hope that this landlord does get this bug problem fixed before he moves other tenants in the future. And, it's just, people did expose some pictures of Jazzy's house on Zillow. And, it was such a nice house before she moved in it. It looked like, just so freshly built and so, remodeled. And the fact that now, you have her moved in there and, she's moving out and the house looks like, you could put it in the hood somewhere. It's really just crazy. But comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think that, she's moving because of this roach problem, or do you think that she's moving because she did truly get evicted? Make sure you guys check out my video that I'm going to be posting today, or when you guys see this, it'll be posted the day before. My Jazzy life got evicted. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.